I live in South Florida, and today we're diving in some of the murkiest water I've ever seen in my life. Right now, the southeast coast is getting bombarded with sargassum, which is a type of seaweed that's washing to shore in really large amounts, and it's making the water literally look like fruit punch. Luckily, as I kept swimming further, the visibility started to clear up a bit, and we spotted this cute little sea turtle heading to the surface for a breath. But just wait until a little later in the video when I find one of the strangest, creepiest sea creatures I've ever seen. We kept on swimming, and there were so many cowries in this spot. Cowries are one of my favorite shells, and even though they're not native, it seems like a lot of creatures have been eating them because they were all empty. We were diving with my friend Gina and her husband, and we all found a ton of them. Then this little fish started coming up and swimming right by my face. He became my little dive buddy and followed me around the whole time. We spotted this tiny sea star. It was so cute, maybe the size of a golf ball, and it was really cool because I don't usually see sea stars in this spot. Out in the deeper water, I found this enormous bait ball. It was so cool how they all moved together. One thing about me is I will never turn down the opportunity to dive into a school of fish. So down we go. It's like a totally different perspective, and you just feel like you're flying through the ocean. Of course, my little fish friend dove down with me. Can you spot him by my neck? I started finding a bunch of these tiny sea urchins, and my fish friend would admire each one I picked up. But that's when things started to get weird. I dove down to pick up this urchin, and I saw this white string-looking thing. At first, I thought it was fishing line, so I went to grab it, but then it moved. So I looked it up when I got home, and it turns out this creature is called a spaghetti worm, which is a pretty fitting name if you ask me. Then we found this cute yellow stingray, but it was starting to get a little murky because the tide was going out and bringing all the muck from shore. Before heading back, we played mermaids for a few minutes and practiced our bubble rings, and then it was time to trek back through the brown water. Honestly, despite the visibility, it was such a fun day, and I'm so glad we braved it. Thanks for joining me on my dive. I'll see you next time I'm underwater.